what's up, it's RazorFrain here, and today I'm just going to continue the Unity series on Make Unturned in Unity. So, last episode I said we'd be working with Rain, which we will, and I've already got it imported into my project, as you can see, Rain. And if you do not, you can just go to Files, or wherever it's downloaded, and just open the file while Unity's open, and it will import Rain into the project, and just import. Anyway, then once you've got that done, we can start using it. But first, let's add some obstacles or something. So, let's delete these cubes. Let's go to our player first, and he is a bit short. There we go. Okay. So let's make a house of some sort. So, game object, 3D object, cube. Okay. 10 F. Alright. So I'm just making a simple building right now. Or at least not a building, just something that our AI will have to go around. So let's just make a wall for now. So then if you... Oh, never mind. Let's move the wall to the left a little so that the player can see it. Player... Wall... Cube... Let's call it the Great Wall. Great... Great Wall. Alright. Now that we have the Great Wall right in front of us, we need to make an AI that would be able to go around the wall. So let's just import a simple capsule. Game object, 3D object, capsule. And let's move this over here. Move it down a little. Let's go into our materials. And let's create a new material and call this blue. And I'm just going to make this a sort of a darkish blue color. Alright. I'm just going to put the smoothness all the way up so that it looks cool. And we are going to be applying the AI to this capsule right here for now. So I'm going to go to, first off, it needs to walk around that wall. So I'm going to go to Rain, Create New, Navigation Mesh. Now I'm going to make it big enough so that it fits everywhere that I'm going to make it walk. But before we do this, hang on, let's go to the terrain, put some little hills around it. Alright, there we go. Now that that's done, we can go back to the navigation mesh. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller, move it over. Alright, generate navigation mesh. Creating navigation mesh. And voila, there you have it. Everywhere that has a little blue stuff, or it's a different color every time actually, but everywhere that it has that, like the mesh type look-ish, it can walk. And whenever it like ends, like right here, it can't go on this green part. So let's go back to the capsule or enemy. And let's go to Rain, Create New AI. Alright. Then Rain, Behavior Tree Editor, make a behavior tree. Alright. So behavior tree, create new behavior tree. Let's call this basic AI for now. Basic AI. Okay. Let's under root create a new decision called parallel. Then under parallel, create a new decision called waypoint patrol. And then under waypoint patrol, create a new action called move. Alright, now we don't need to put anything under parallel, but under waypoint patrol, we need to put, as of right now, move target variable. Let's just put something simple like move target, I guess. And then under move, the move target, the variable that we set up here, the move target variable, we need to put under move target, move target. Then move speed, let's just put it at like 3 or 4. Let's just put it at 4. Then face target, you want it to face the variable to where it has to move. So move target, don't need to put the turn speed, you won't even be able to see the capsule turn. So then once that's done, I'm just going to put this over in the hierarchy. I'll just put this over here. We would go to rain, create new waypoint network. No, waypoint route, yeah. Alright. Now after that's done, let's just name this enemy path. Alright, let's add one. Zoom in on it. Alright, so it's right there. Let's move a little bit back. Let's add another one. And let's put it on the other side of this wall. Or no, let's go like over here. And then let's duplicate this wall and rotate it on the y-axis 90 degrees. And just make, I'm going to bring it over here. I'm just going to make a little path right now real fast. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. Bring this over. Duplicate that. Go like that. Alright, there we go. That's all good for now. Then let's go back to the, not the navigation math. Or let's make an empty object real fast because it's, the hierarchy's getting really crowded. Call this walls. Whoop, don't want it in the enemy path. Drag all these into walls. There we go. Close that. And then the enemy path, waypoint 2. Oh, and if yours pops up in the air like this, you can just hit drop to surface right there. Alright, anyway. I'm going to add another one. I'm going to put it like over here. Add another one. Put it over there. Alright. Then I'm going to add another one. And put it right here. Then just one more. Whoop. And put it over here. Alright, so they're all nice and tight to the ground. And then let's go back into the tree for the behavior editor and go to waypoint patrol, waypoint route, and call it enemy path, because that's what we named the waypoint route. So let's drag this over here and it should work. Hit play, and it does not. Huh. Alright, sorry, I made a stupid mistake. Or, not really a mistake, I just forgot to do something. So, under the enemy, we made a new AI. Go to that AI, two things. You need to click this motion tab, and apply allow 3D movement and allow 3D rotation. Then go back to the mind, and behavior tree asset. We forgot to apply the behavior tree that we made to this. So let's go to assets, basic AI. Alright, cool. Then, once you got that, now it should work. Alright, so Oh, there's sound of me walking now for some reason. Well, I mean, it works, but it is halfway in the ground. So what that means is that I'm going to drag this AI out of there, delete the enemy. I'm going to go into Blender. I'm just going to make something simple real fast. I'm going to delete this with just the button X will delete. Delete, OK. Create a, let's see, what should the enemy be? Let's create a simple zombie for now. Let's create a cube. You hit S to scale, the button S, and then just drag your mouse. I'm going to actually undo what I just did. And I'm going to go into this little wrench tab, add modifier, mirror modifier, wherever it is. Mirror. And I'm going to mirror it around the x-axis. And I think you have to be in edit mode. Yeah, you have to be in edit mode. So you hit tab on your keyboard to go into edit mode. So all you do is hit tab, and then drag one over, and one should like go the other way on the red line, the x-axis, because it's mirroring like across the x-axis. Let's hit 5 and then 1, or no, yeah, 5 and then 1, and I'm just gonna pull this up just to the top of the red line, and then 5 again to get out of. That's what 5 does, is it goes into something called orthographic mode. So when you hit that, if you look at something, it gets smaller the farther it gets smaller the farther back it goes. But when you go into orthographic mode, it makes it not get smaller, it goes the same size. Yeah, that's basically what orthographic mode is. Let me get out of that. Oh yeah, on your numpad, you have to hit 5 on your numpad in order to go into orthographic mode. If you hit 5, like the one right below the %, it will not work. So after you do that, let me select face mode, which is like this. If you hit Control Tab, this pops up too, so just select face and select this and bring it up a little. And then if you hit Control L or just L, it will select everything that face is connected to. So let me scale this down a little, move it over, and bring this down. Let me hit 5 and 1 again, align it correctly. Right, and just 5 and you use the middle mouse to scroll, and you click that to like look around. If you use the right mouse, it'll move everything, and if you use the left mouse, it will move the 3D cursor, or in other words, where the object will be placed. So say the 3D cursor is right there. If you create a new cube, it will get placed where the 3D cursor is. Or if you have the 3D cursor right here, a cube will get created right there. So if you hit N, this little table will pop up, and you're able to go down and change the location of the 3D cursor. So I'm just going to change it to 0, 0, and 0. Alright, cool. And I'm actually going to undo everything that I've done. So if you are following along, sorry about that. I'm just going to scale this down a little. Bring it down to line up with the x-axis. Bring it over, scale it maybe a little bit more. Bring it back down. I'm going to call this the right leg. Whoop. Right leg. And I'm going to go out of orthographic mode. And I am going to go back into edit mode, do Control Tab, select face, click this top face, and drag it up a tad bit. And then actually, I'm going to do nothing right now. So if you hit Shift D, it will duplicate the object, and then if you right click, it will not undo it. The object is still there, it just went back to where it started. So if we drag that one out a little, like that, there we go, and then name this left leg, so our zombie will be facing this way, since this is the right leg and this is the left leg, so I'd be behind it right now. And then I'm just going to select, put the 3D cursor around right here, and then go to 0 on the x-axis to align it right in the middle of them. 0. There we go. And then just create a cube. Also 0 on the y-axis, probably do that too. 0. Create a cube, scale it down quite a bit. Bring it up. Well, these should be a bit closer, I think. There we go. Then select this. If you hit this, you can scale it like in Unity, but there's not really a shortcut key for it in Blender. So I'm going to pull this out like that. I'm going to go into edit mode with tab, and I'm going to select that top face. I'm going to click the arrows to move it. I'm going to move it up a little bit. And if you hit E, it will extrude it or make more faces. So I'm going to hit E, bring it up a teeny bit, and then I'm actually going to hit Control R and go like this. Bring it a bit over like, no, I won't do that yet. Control Z, get rid of that. Select this, extrude it a tiny bit, and then extrude a little bit more, just so that we get sort of a little gap between the body and the arm. This is going to be your zombie for now, so just extrude that a teeny bit, extrude it a bit more, bring it in a little bit, extrude this down. Alright, there we go. This is our zombie right now. So let's actually bevel the edges real fast, which you can do by hitting these little line or edges select. Then you can select each edge, whatever edge you want. So I'm going to select that edge, and you can hit Shift to select more than one edge or face or whatever you're doing at once. So I'm going to hit Shift, select this as well, and Control B will bevel. So Control B, bevel it, give it more of a curved look. Alright, and then I'm actually going to select this. Yes, I'm going to select that and drag it over a little, and then select that and drag it over a little, drag it over a little. Alright, then Control Tab, face, select this, extrude it a little bit. Or no, let's make a whole new object. So let's get out of edit mode. Put the 3D cursor right there. Go to 0 and 0 on the X and Y axis. So 0, 0. Alright, then let's just create a cube. Scale it down a little. And then what we will do is I'm going to just go into edit mode, drag this whole thing up a little bit, select the face, the top face, bring it down a little bit because it's going to be the neck, hit Control L to select the whole thing, and scale it down a teeny bit, just so you have a little, or I don't think in Unturned they have a gap between this, so going to drag that out and drag that out, get out of edit mode, then left click right here to put the 3D cursor up there, go to 0 and 0 on the X and Y axis, create a cube, scale it down a little bit about how big the head should be. So just about like that, I'd guess. Let's go like, I think the neck is actually a bit smaller. Oh, that looks about right. Yeah, that looks about right. Alright, cool. So then after we got that, let's name this one neck, body, head. Just to name everything so then when we import it into Unity we know what it all is. Alright, cool. So file, you'll need to do export to export it into Unity. And I'm going to export it as an FBX. Export into FBX, go into game like Unturned, assets. Do we have a, nope. Let's make a new folder. Call this models. Let's go into models, create a new folder. Call this zombies. Then save it as zombie or whatever you want to save it in there. Then export. Cool. Then once we get back in Unity, we should, yep, we do, get a new folder called models. In there, zombies, zombie. Cool. And let's drag the AI back in there. And then the zombie should follow it. Hopefully. Or not. It's a big zombie, but AI, basic AI, behavior editor, move speed 4. Anyway, I do not know why it's not moving. Zombie has an AI. I'm just gonna try and delete this AI. Select the zombie, rain, create new AI. Go to here, allow 3D movement, allow 3D rotation, and basic AI. Control S to save. Then just play. Hopefully. Yes. So he's navigating. So we should go through those. Maybe. No glitches so far. He just walked through a wall. He wasn't supposed to do this. Anyway. Try and delete the navigation mesh and make a new one. I don't know, or zombie, maybe go into his body and add a mesh collider, which means we can make it convex right for now. You cannot walk through this, the mesh collider, which means all around his body, if you can sort of see this green line along the edges right here. I don't know how good it'll show up in the recording, but that is where you cannot walk through. So now, if I walk up to him, I shouldn't be able to walk through them. Whoa. Yeah. Right. Now I'm going to go rain, create new, navigation mesh, scroll out a little, scale it, generate navigation mesh, creating navigation mesh, and then there we go. Yeah, see, it's a different color every time, like I said. Hit play. Then he goes around it. It's pretty basic, but hi there. Yep, then he goes in through there. goes around the wall. Cool. So if you turn off maximize on play, hit play, go into the scene, select the enemy path. If you can sort of tell that he's following the path, but while navigating around obstacles. Like he goes to that. Because when I made this one, I made it going through these two walls. So in his mind, he knows that he has to go around this wall in order to get to that. And then to get to that, he has to go around this wall. So yeah, and then he just turns around and repeats itself. It's pretty neat. And that's all I've got for now, but in next episode, I was thinking about making a health for him and a hunger and thirst. And soon we'll be able to kill him.